Hello and welcome back to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews. Please do like, share, subscribe and all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. And here's something a little bit different. In this video I'm going to take a look at the Loyal Subjects Gremlins stripe figure. So this was pointed out to me and I picked one up. Yeah, I've not got any of the Loyal Subjects figures. I love the Gremlins film. Stripe's obviously a key character. He's the leader of the new batch figures characters. So yeah, so when I saw it, I was like, yeah. I know that companies like NECA do Gremlins and stuff, so I don't know how this sizes up to those. But I must admit, I'm not disappointed at all. It's a very articulated Gremlins figure. So what do we get in the box? Well, it's hard to sort of tell from the window, but you get 2 additional hands, which is always good. It's always good to have kind of options here. You also get a cool skateboard that's got the BST AXN logo at the bottom, which, yeah, is cool. It feels like the wheels move, but I can get a little bit of movement out of them, but it doesn't roll as such. So maybe it does, but I'm going to have a little play around with that. You also get a chainsaw, which he obviously has in the film, but it's a decent accessory. It's really kind of in scale with him, obviously, but yeah, it's a chunky old accessory. And I've got a sticker, a BST AXN sticker, and I love a sticker, so well chuffed that there was a sticker in the box. It's pretty cool. But yeah, overall, as a figure, it boasts on the box that it has 29 points of articulation. So there's bicep and thigh swivel, there's a double knee, double shoulder, there's elbow joints, there's ball joints, and it just, yeah, they boast that there is maximum posability with this figure. Now the head doesn't articulate a huge amount. It does kind of go side to side, but it doesn't go up and down as much as I would like it to. But there's a chest swivel here, there's a waist swivel, there's like 3 points of articulation there in the torso alone. He kind of goes up on his hind legs like they do in the film. But yeah, I mean, as a fan of the Gremlins film and somebody that hasn't collected like the NECA figures, I'm not disappointed at all. This is a really nice little figure that's going to be kind of fun to photograph. I think I'll sort of get him out and get some photographs of him, see what I can do. The paint app isn't actually too bad, I'm not going to lie. It's painted in all the right places, it seems clean. It's maybe not as high end as something like the NECA ones, but it's kind of a bit higher end than just a regular toy, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, there's very little to kind of complain about. The weight distribution works. He's holding his accessory here, as you can see, and the weight distribution works fine. He can stand up unaided. Can he stand on his skateboard? Yes, he can. Yeah, I don't know how many other Gremlins figures they do, but it would be interesting to see whether there are any more, because this is obviously Stripe from the new batch. Which is the second Gremlins film, isn't it? So he's the one that kind of features on the cover, kind of bursting out of the box. I think he's like smoking a cigar or something on the box. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to go back, but it's definitely him that's kind of bursting out of the box. So I'm gonna have to go back, because it would be interesting to know whether they do other characters. The fact that they've kind of labelled it up as Stripe, it would be interesting to see if they do like a Gizmo or some of the other. I can't even remember the names of some of the others, but some of the other actual Gremlin figures, because getting a handful of these and sort of having a collection would be definitely something I'd be interested in, not going to lie. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, you can pick them up from the Loyal Subjects website, which is theloyalsubjects.com. They've got Facebook, they've got Twitter, they've got Instagram. Yeah, they're pretty cool. So I'm actually going to do a little bit of research and see whether there's any more, and if there is, see if I can pick any up. They're not hugely expensive figures either, so you can pick them up for a reasonable amount, and definitely lower price than the other alternatives like the NECAs and stuff like that. But yeah, a bit of a random one. I wasn't expecting to kind of add a Gremlin to my collection anytime soon, but I'm, as a child of the 80s, I am well pleased to be adding a Gremlin to my collection, because it looks pretty cool. And even now, just in the natural light here of the video, he looks okay. He doesn't look real, but he doesn't look fake. Does that make sense? So yeah, so here's a 360 of him, just to kind of kill time in the 5-minute figure review, but just so you can really appreciate all of those paint apps. And it's nice to see kind of a lower priced figure like this, having the paint application go all the way through the back, as you can see there on the back of the ears and the actual back, they've not kind of wasted any kind of expense not painting the back. And you do get that with some figure lines, that they won't paint the backs of figures because it will save money on productions. They'll just paint what you see in the box. So it would have been very easy to just paint the front of him and leave the back plain, but they haven't. So you have got kind of a 360 paint application there. But yeah, overall it's a really cool figure. So a bit of a random one. Obviously, if you like what you see, please do like, share, subscribe, and all of those things. Check out my channel for a whole bunch of other 5-minute figure reviews. But here we go. There's Stripe from Gremlins by the Loyal Subjects. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.